Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Today I got something really, really good for you. I went to an open house to drop off some flyers, and voila, I see a sign next door. The house is also selling, and it said that that house next door qualified for USDA. And I got all excited. I said, "Oh my God!" I told the realtor that I'm working with. I said, "Do you know what that means? Are you advertising for USDA?" And long story short, I looked up whether it qualified or not. It did not qualify. It was nothing but a fluke. It was a hook to have, people interested in that house, buying it with zero down payment, so they could go ahead and call the lender. I think those are kind of like dirty tactics, but okay. Well, I mean, whatever works for people, right? But I got excited for nothing. But then again, I said, okay, well, people need that ability to buy with zero down payment. So, how do I expose this information ethically, right? The correct way, and being honest about it, okay? Because some buyers they're like, okay, well, I got some money, but I can use it for down payment, or I can go ahead and use it for closing costs. And this loan solves the two main things: down payment and closing costs. Yeah, you can actually go into a home with 100% nothing out of your pocket. Isn't that amazing? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see. There you go. Let's make it big. There. USDA. This is another option with zero down payment requirement and no worries about the closing costs. I'm going to go ahead and cover that at the end. Okay. Let's see. What does the USDA stands for? Remember FHA? Go back and check on those videos. USDA is actually four letters that stand for something. United States Department of Agriculture, okay? It does not mean you're buying a farm, okay? I'm going to go ahead and go through qualifications. Not only the borrower has to qualify, the property has to be qualified. It has to be on the map. What map? The USDA map. And I'll go ahead and show you. Hopefully the link works so that I can show you the home finder tool. Okay. There is a maximum. Okay. So if you make over the maximum amount of income that they allow, or if you go over the debt that they would like for you to have, then you don't qualify for this loan. So yes, qualifications are a bit stricter, but honestly, I mean, it's still possible. It's really the main issue here would be finding the location. Is that a location where you want to go and move into? Okay. In closing costs, there's a huge thing about that. So I'll go ahead and cover that as well. Okay. So what is a USDA? USDA stands for United States Department of Agriculture. It does not mean you have to buy a farm. Okay. What that means is a very specific tactical locations that this program is going to work on. So if you use the home map finder, and if you want this, DM me on my social media, and I'll go ahead and send you that link so that you can go ahead and research these properties. It's a lot easier like that. You don't have to go and go show, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 houses, and none of the houses, hey Nora, what about this one? What about that one? You can literally do it. When you see the houses on the MLS, you can literally find out, are they going to qualify for the program? Because if they don't qualify for the program, and your buyer has to use USDA loan because their funds are close to non-existent, don't take them to go see those houses, because they're going to fall in love with the houses, and then they're going to fall out of love with you because you cannot find them at home. So let's go and work together so that you know where these houses are, and when you're going to go show them these houses. And there are some new ones. They don't have to be just used homes, okay, that will qualify for this loan. And again, I always talk about overlays because I can do miracles with your credit score and with your debt. However, this program is very picky. So if you have a 580 and you have compensation factors, and by that I mean you have a clean credit history. It's just new. Well, maybe 580 is not going to cut it. Maybe you're going to need 620. Okay, maybe you want to buy something completely different than just a single family home, meaning a regular house, right? And by that I mean no mobile home. For mobile homes, they're going to require a little bit more, maybe 640. So, but the options are there. So if you have had credit and really, I mean, you already paid for your cars, you already paid for a loan that you had. Maybe all you really have is student loans. Maybe that's why you have only 580 credit score, But I mean, what's your history? What's your payment history? How do you behave on your credit, on your debt? So all those things, they have to be good compensating factors. Maybe you do have money in the bank, you just don't want to use it. That's your money, you keep it. I don't care about that. But yes, with as low as 580, you can buy, you can get qualified for USDA loans. Again, buyer has to qualify, okay? And the property must qualify, okay? So on this one, I would rather go with get the property qualified first, because yes, you need to qualify, but if the property does not qualify, and by that I mean your buyer needs to be able to say, yes, I'll go ahead and live outside 1604. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go and live over there in Shirts or where these properties are, okay? Because they're not like, okay, I want to be in North San Antonio. Well, there's no properties for USDA on the north of San Antonio, okay? So, and it's all over Texas. So it's not just San Antonio, it's not just McAllen, it's not just Dallas, Forward, Houston. There are areas already on this map that the USDA is willing to give these kind of loans, okay, with 0% down payment. Remember I told you about the income? Well, if you have, it's you, your husband, and 2 kids or 2 teenagers, there's a total of 4 members. The maximum they allow is 110,650. Okay. However, if it's 3 kids and mom and dad, that's already 5. So then you can make up to 146,000 and 146,050. Okay. So it really depends on how many members there are. Why do they count all the members? Well, everybody's income will be counted. Okay. Well, that's gonna put me over the limit. Then you don't qualify for USDA, unfortunately, because if you have your teenagers and you already put them to work, kudos to you. That's a great way to get them started. However, you will not qualify for USDA if they are going to be living with you on the house that you're going to be moving into. Okay, because everybody's income counts. Okay, debt. Well, on the housing, meaning your principal, interest, taxes, insurance, mortgage insurance. It does have mortgage insurance. It cannot be more than 34%. And again, all this is not written in stone. Okay, there's compensating factors that I can go ahead and work with to go ahead and get it higher. The same on the debt. The 46 is for every $100 you make, $46 have to be the max that you owe. Okay, so it's very, very restrictive on debt to income ratios. But again, if there's compensating factors, I can go ahead and work those out. Okay, closing costs. This is the beauty of this program. The closing costs can actually be taken care of by getting enrolled into the loan. So zero down payment. The closing costs are going to be taken care of by putting them back in the loan. Then what happens to your deposit, to your earnest money? You get it back at closing. How about that? Let me see. There's there. Okay, so my information is there, guys. If you have any questions about USDA loan, and definitely if you guys want to go ahead and find out how to look at those properties, how to find those properties. Let me see if this is going to, it's not going to open. Why? Okay, let me see if I can go ahead and get, I'll put it on the chat. There you go. There you go. I just put it on the comments, the eligibility link. If you want this information on a PDF format, go ahead and DM me. I got that for you. Okay. I hope this opens up the doors for you realtors to have a different view of what a USDA loan really entails. Okay, and for you to not be scared of, okay, and I'll never find those USDA homes, because you know what, here in San Antonio, there's ample houses that qualify for USDA. It's not just Lennar, but Lennar does have a lot of communities on areas that qualify for USDA. MI also has communities that qualify for USDA. Perry Homes also have communities that qualify for USDA loan. But then again, you need to qualify for those homes, and those homes might be a little bit more expensive, and it's going to throw your DTI off. So call me. This is a very, very complicated loan. However, it's going to help a lot of families get into their first home. Okay, call me up. My number is on the bottom, and I will see you tomorrow.